Hi guys! So today we are going to be talking about how not to fight in front of your children and ways to de-escalate the situation. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Resquare. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. And before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And for those who are new, hi y'all, what's up? How you doing? We're gonna touch on a little bit of a more serious situation than we've ever really touched upon.
Just a little bit.
We used to be really bad at fighting with each other, but then it started to get bad fighting in front of children. Like, we don't know how to stop fighting or having misunderstandings, arguments, or like just discussions that kind of blew up. And it's kind of hard to stop when you're already when you're heated, when you're having a heated discussion, when you're having an argument. So one of the things that used to be really bad for me personally, I used to just yell almost until I blacked out. And not blacked out to be physical, or not black out to, you just don't even remember, but you're just yelling so much. And I just remember one instance that the children had just stopped and they were just staring at me, and I was like, I never want this to happen again, because the looks on their faces just looked so devastating and they just didn't understand what was going on.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
So why is she screaming? Why is she yelling? Like a different kind of screaming, and they're looking like,
yeah, something's off. Something's not right. And those are the things that you're like, when it gets to that point, it's really one of those things that you're like, okay, how do we change this? So you're not bringing your children, or you're not having your children see such a toxic environment, because no one needs to live like that. No one should live like that, and your children definitely should never see you be like that.
even though it happens. Everybody does it.
You're never supposed to take your anger out on your children when you're having anger between you and your significant other. With that being said, we are going to just share a few tips with our own experiences of how to not yell, scream, fight, discuss, because 99.9% they're all misunderstandings, and you're probably fighting about dumb things.
That's closer to 100%.
Yeah, if anything, it's mostly just things that you're like, why was I even fighting about that in the first place? For what? For why? And it's just very unnecessary. Sometimes you just need to say sorry and just, be like, you know what? We're just not even gonna do this today. Just say sorry and own up and take accountability if you were wrong in the situation. But sometimes it doesn't even matter about being right or wrong. It's about
peace.
Stopping the situation as well. Stopping the situation so your children don't even have to see you even go through that, because that's something that can be talked about while they're not around, or something that can be discussed while they're not around. Period. Remember, y'all, we are not always right. We're not perfect. And sometimes you just need to say sorry.
And mean it.
The second thing, if your argument is just getting so, over the top, at this point, there needs to be some kind of code word, which is what we use on a daily basis if things are getting too heated. So for us, our code word is nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope, we're not doing this today. Just no.
Nope. I would say nope and walk away. Nope, I'm not doing this right now. Nope.
Because it's not worth it. It's really, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. So just say no. Just say nope. Come back to it. And in that moment, it's more important for your children to see that you can handle situations without screaming at each other at that moment. And it kind of messes with them too, because then they start to see a regular pattern of how you are acting towards one another and think that that's supposed to be normal.
Right. There's been times where these kids will copy every single thing we say, every single thing we do, and there's definitely times where they have seen things and we're like, wow, they caught that. Okay.
Yeah. So my last one be like the final result if you cannot stop. You can't say you're sorry. You can't use a cold word. The next best step is you separating rooms, and you go in there for 10 minutes tops, because you don't want to just leave your significant other with the children, because somebody's got to watch the children while somebody's being mad, right? You can't just leave the children unattended. Wow.
And it's not fair that if both people are mad and the one person has to watch the kids because the other person's a little more mad than the other one is, then, you know, it's not fair on either side. So,
right.
Yeah.
So
de-escalation should not be like, oh, I'm gonna just leave for the day. Like, no, that's BS.
Yeah, and definitely don't leave the house. I know that it seems better in that moment to just leave, but God forbid something happens to you, and then you would never be able to tell that other person you love them, you're sorry, what have you, etc.
I mean, that's extreme, obviously, but it
is. In this instance, go get the reflection or whatever you feel like you need, collect your thoughts, and after you open up that door, nobody needs to be saying anything but an apology or nothing at that moment that you're probably going to regret, or you start to argue again. And don't be smart at the lip. Don't be snappy towards each other. Just be cordial until your children are away from you guys so you can talk to each other regular.
Whenever you come out of that room, like she said, if you cannot talk cordially, then just don't talk at all. There's no point. Just be quiet. Do what you got to do for the kids until you have a moment where you can then talk. Because the second something snappy, like you said, might come out, then it's gonna just start up again. So just shut up. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Hang on to it for however long you need to hang on to it until you can talk about it. But, you know, don't let them
write it out.
See you argue again. Man.
Write it out if you need to.
Write it out.
Write it out if you need to. But yeah, all that extra doing that in front of the kids, that's where children pick up on a lot of bad behaviors and a lot of bad words or gestures, because they have seen you do stuff like this, and it's not good. It's really not.
You're gonna be in school doing that to the other kids, and then you're gonna get called into the office and it's like, your child did this and this and this.
Right, and that's something that you don't want. Like, you don't.
Yeah, we just fought and this happened a couple of nights ago, and damn, they did it to some kid at school because they were fighting. Oh.
You don't want to be having to explain your business to the outside world because you can't get it together in your own home. All right, so that is the end of this video. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all already know what to do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I will see you back in my next video. Bye.